Would you spend money on something if it wasn't going to make you any money in return? And let me clarify that we're talking about business here. We're not talking about whether or not going out to dinner will make you money somehow. But in the same time, in a way, we are. So let me explain or ask. It may be a better way to frame it because I'll tell you now that I don't know the answer to the question I'm about to pose, but maybe you do. In business, especially as an agency, we're hired to accomplish something for another business. And inevitably and understandably, the conversation always comes back to ROI, the return on investment. If we pay you this much money, how much money will we make as a result of whatever it is you do? And how fast will we see it? But my question, sincerely to you, is consciously or subconsciously, is ROI always focused on revenue? Now, if you break out the dictionary, then yes, ROI is a measure of profitability on an investment. But what about the things you can't measure? And again, to clarify, I'm not talking about things that have been historically hard to measure, like attribution for brand awareness. That, for this question, is still firmly in the tangible realm. I'm talking about how something makes you feel. And I know that feelings and business tend to not go together, but that's kind of the point. For example, when Nike spends millions of dollars on ad campaigns focused on social issues, do they truly care about taking a stand, or is each campaign carefully considered between the potential risks and the potential benefits for the brand? Now, I don't want to make it seem like I'm targeting Nike in any way because I love what they stand for, and I think objectively they do make a positive impact on the world. But would they keep doing it if it was hurting their bottom line long term? They actually might. I don't know. But that begs a deeper philosophical question. Is it possible for any of us to act against our own self-interest? And that's a fascinating question that's been debated for thousands of years, but that's one for another day. For this conversation, my question is around self-interest as it pertains to business. Many of us, not all of us, like to think that we're building something or doing something that's going to have a positive impact on the world in some way. But can we ever truly be that altruistic? Or is it the case that everything we do, we only do it because it will eventually drive more revenue for the business? Whether that's through good PR, improved brand visibility, word of mouth referrals, tax breaks, whatever it might be. Is it possible to invest money into something that may never drive a dollar for your business knowingly, but it'll make you feel good about what you're doing and maybe make a positive impact on someone else's life? So my question is, does being proud of the content your business puts out into the world factor into your decision to invest money into it? Or is the revenue generated from those efforts always going to be the ultimate decision maker? And like I said before, I don't know the answer to this question. Even with this video, my main goal here is to put something out into the world that may get people to stop and think about why they do what they do and maybe find something important within that search. But does part of me also think this will be great for my personal brand and could potentially lead me clients in the future? Yeah. Is it possible to separate those ideas? Does it even matter? I don't really know. So what do you think?